Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Minor League Esports. We've got one final series on the season. It's the Premier League Championship. And to bring you the action, it's Hunted and Vitali. Vitali, you are a Premier League man yourself. How are you feeling about this series?
I'm pretty excited. I mean, obviously we got the Hawks in the Elite. That's going to be a tough series for anyone. I mean, it's going to be a good series, but I'm very excited. I've been looking all week to this. Looking forward to this all week. I can't speak. I'm too excited. I'm too excited. This is going to be sweet.
Well, you know, I'm just as excited as you are, and I know that there are a lot of people in chat that are super excited for this Power A giveaway that we are doing. The results are in, and again, we are giving away 7 Power A Pro Fusion controllers. You're not going to want to miss this. Here are the results of that giveaway. Go ahead and take a look at my list. The first winner, Antonio77, is first winner. X Jada J7 is winner number 2. X Christy XX. Everybody has X's in their name, Vitali.
We're back to Call of Duty days.
So X Christy XX, you are winner number 3. Trolls Rock, TRULLSROHK, is winner number 4. No Juice for the win. No Juice FTW, you are winner number 5. Wolfpack 523, winner number 6. And finally, Ada Aposta, AIDA-APOSTA, winner number 7. Congratulations to all of you who won in the giveaway. Make sure to go to that link and claim your prize. If you have any questions, reach out to our sponsorship team or really just about anybody in the MLE, and they will direct you on where to go. Thank you again for participating, and a big thank you to Power A for the wonderful giveaway that they did for us both tonight and yesterday evening. But Vitali, enough of that. That is in the past. What's in our future is this Premier League matchup. We've got the Elite on one side, and we've got the Hawks on the other. The Elite have never lost a grand finals that they've been in their history, Vitali.
Never lost a grand finals, but you know, this is going to be a tough one. You're going up against the Hawks. You're going up against Test Gravity and his 30 goals in the playoffs so far. What? 2 rounds? 2 rounds.
2 rounds. Well, 2 rounds,
no,
I think.
2, because they didn't play in wild card.
Yep.
So, wow. If you're on the side of the Elite, I mean, that's the man to shut down, Test Gravity. But I'm very excited to see this. I'm hoping to go all the games just like last series did.
Well, speaking of the wild card, let's take a quick look at the bracket here for the Premier League. Of course, in the grand finals, you've got the Elite from the Orange Conference, the Hawks from the Blue. The Elite had to battle through that wild card spot, taking down the Demolition in the wild card, eventually defeating the Wizards, and then the Pandas as well. They come into this one battle ready, if you will, Vitali, to take down the Hawks. But the Hawks, they, like you said, are such a good team. They almost kind of walked their way through these playoffs.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, the number 1 team, the Express. I mean, you could say that they were the number 1 team, or the Hawks were the number 1 team. They full won them in the conference finals. Like, that's just ridiculous. And obviously, they bypassed the wild card round. But if you're on the side of the Elite, you've played more playoff games than the Hawks. You want to come out and really assert your dominance quickly, or else things could get away from you very quickly here.
Absolutely. And we do have a road to the playoffs graphic for both of these teams. We'll take a look at the Hawks very quickly here. They took down the Wolves 3-0 in the second round of the playoffs there. And then in the conference semifinals, like you said, they took down the first seeded Express 4-1. And, watching that game, it looked like the Hawks, at least in my mind, are the team to beat. And the Elite, while they are a wonderful team in their own right, they're going to be punching upwards into this Hawks team. And they're going to have to do so in quite a fashion. It wasn't a perfect season for the Hawks. They had a couple of losses, once to the Express, who they eventually then beat in the playoffs, and once to the Ducks, but a typically pretty good season for the Hawks. But if we switch over here to look at the Elite, a little bit tougher of a season. 4 losses on the season. That's why they had to come in through the wild card.
Yeah, they had a little bit of a tougher season for sure. I mean, although, it is the regular season, so you have to play different pairings, not your best
Sure.
pairings all the time. So that's probably why the Hawks did lose a few times. They probably didn't play their best pairing, but doesn't matter. We're in the playoffs. These guys have their best roster, and the Elite had to win in 5 against the Wizards in the second round. Like, that's a little scary. They almost got away, but they won in 6 against the Pandas. So coming into this, I mean, they've done a good job of really efficiently taking out their opponents. I mean, they took the demolition out first round, but I'm excited to see what they can do against the Hawks because not really no one has been able to challenge the Hawks in my opinion, especially test gravity. You just have to challenge them. That's my thing. But no one's really challenged them in my opinion, and I'm really hoping that the Elite step up to the bat and step up to the plate.
Yeah, and that's kind of a talking point. That's a kind of a key to the game, if you will, for the Elite. And that you mentioned it earlier. Test Gravity, 30 goals in the 2 series that they've played up to this point, and it's not like they were 2 series that went all the way. I mean, there was a sweep and a 4-1 in that.
Yeah.
And Test Gravity had 30 goals throughout that. That is quite a number, especially in the playoffs, playing against the best teams in the league. But Zayo, not the goal scorer for the team. I think 9 goals on the season. So, the key to the game, if you're the Elite, take away the space from Test Gravity. Make him hand the ball off to Zayo when he has to. Make him not have that kind of the space that he wants to dribble and go for those double touches that we've seen him make time and time again. And it's a point that always comes up when we watch the Hawks play. Challenge Test Gravity and good things will come.
Yeah, for sure. You just got to make him feel uncomfortable. I think that's the biggest thing. If you make Test Gravity feel uncomfortable and you make him feel like Zayo has to do a whole lot of the work, they might start crumbling. But obviously, you have to consistently do that in a 7-game series, and that's tough. I mean, if you're in a best of 5, that's a little easier because you only have to win 3 games. But if you're the Elite, you have to win 4 games against the Hawks and shut down Test Gravity for at least 4 of the 7 games. And that's a tough task.
And we've talked about Zayo and Test Gravity coming into this one. On the other side of the pitch, it's going to be El Diablo Rojo and Siru. And they had a like we were talking about, they had a difficult season just to get here. Having to come through the wild card game, play through that. They had a very, very close series with the Wizards that nearly resulted in them being out in the second round of the playoffs. They made it through that. They're here in the grand finals. You know that Siru and El Diablo are thinking they're the underdogs coming into this one, right? You know that just about everybody puts the Hawks as kind of the favorite here. But maybe that works in their advantage. Maybe they can throw a punch or two that the Hawks aren't expecting early on in the game.
Well, they're kind of playing with house money here. I mean, you come in as underdogs, as you say, and you're really not expected to win by anybody. I mean, anyone who picks the Elite is a very brave person to win this finals. Obviously, they're a quality team. I'm not saying that they aren't a quality team. They are a quality team. But it's just tough. It's tough to go against the Hawks. It really is. And obviously, they did have a tougher season. They went in against the Wizards. We're going to talk about the Wizards series for a little bit, just because they almost got reverse swept in that series. And that was with the Wizards playing with ISO Solo, a sub, who had basically no play time at all. You eke out a win there, and then you beat the Pandas in 6. I mean, it's going to be close, but again, the Hawks are a different animal than everyone else that they played. So I don't know exactly what to expect out of them in this series.
Well, it looks like all of the teams are here. Or I'm sorry, all of the players are here. So we'll go ahead and get that series underway. No more talk. It is time for action here in the Premier League Grand Finals. The teams are taking the pitch now. The Elite versus the Hawks to see who reigns supreme in the Premier League. We are underway. El Diablo and Zayo going to take the kickoff. And immediately it is on the Hawks to try to find these couple of goals, really start to put the Elite out of the series as much as they possibly can. Because if you keep a team like the Elite around, they're a scrappy little bunch. They'll be able to find goals that you're not expecting. They could take games that you might not be expecting, as well as Siru gets the first opportunity. He rings it off the post.
And something's, I was talking to Zero a little bit earlier, and really what he said to me was their game plan was to shut down Test Gravity. I know that's a tough task to ask, but really it's the key to beating the Hawks right here is shutting down Test Gravity. Is he's been pretty much the carry for the Hawks on offense. I mean, Zayo's obviously a quality player in himself, but when you have a player who scores 30 goals in 2 rounds, and that's a player definitely to watch out for. So hopefully the Elite can shut down Test Gravity and make this an excellent series.
Well, we're a minute in, and already the Elite 2 shots on the board, nothing for the Hawks. Make that 3 shots now as Test Gravity has to save away El Diablo's shot. He gets it on the rebound, though. Comes right off the post. Nearly a transition goal there for the Hawks, and Zayo keeps things alive in the corner. Looking for Test Gravity out in front. Gets the touch himself. He hits the post with that shot as well, and El Diablo makes the clear. So we continue to play 0-0, although El Diablo might have an opportunity. Now he's got an open net to shoot at, and he'll score. The Elite's on the board early.
And a good transition here. Test Gravity pushes up way too far, and Diablo Rojo able to just win that challenge in the corner and take it all the way down the field. The minute 30 in, the Elite grabbed the first goal of the grand finals, and that's got to feel good for their confidence.
3:31, 1-0 for the Elite. Test Gravity looking to respond. El Diablo can't get there. That's a quick response from the Hawks. We're tied at 1.
The back flip, unfortunate from El Diablo Rojo. He had a good chance here to get it, but not able to. And just as quickly as the Elite score the first goal, the Hawks counter back. It took about 4 seconds for the Hawks to come back, and that's really all they need. Good job from them responding super quick.
El Diablo looking at demo Test Gravity. He stays alive and makes the save. What a play from Test Gravity to shut down Siru on that one. El Diablo will keep the ball in the Hawk zone. Good play by Zayo to play it back down. Test Gravity shot makes the save. Does Siru, and we continue to play 1-1.
Excellent save on both sides. I mean, these two teams obviously known. These teams made it here for a reason. So, at defense, definitely part of it. Zayo kind of leaves that for Test Gravity. That was called off or what? But Test Gravity with a shot towards net, looking at the post, and the Hawks seem to be turning things on now after not getting shot for the first minute and a half. They've turned things up, and they now have 4. Good job from them to create some offense finally. See what the Elite can do.
2:30 left to go. Game number 1 tied at 1. The Elite and the Hawks. Again, we saw the Rhinos in the series before finish off a perfect season, being undefeated. It took them 7 games to do it, but they managed to win the championship. The Elite have something of their own that they're trying to carry on, never losing in a grand final they've ever been in. Quite a lot of pressure on the shoulders of the boys in that royal purple. But if there's a team who can do it, it is this one. Right now, Siru and El Diablo let to go 2-on-1. Can't get it by Test Gravity. Bounces out in front. Siru's shot. Zayo is there. He'll clear it away. And with 1:40 left to go, we're still not at 1.
Yeah, the Hawks doing a good job of just waiting out the Elite right here. Every offensive possession seems to be just a solo play that comes out from the Elite. So I feel like they just need to start working together. Or else the Hawks are going to find a way on transition to really counter. And as we saw last week in the first game between the Hawks and the Express, the Hawks took 1 game to really warm up and then started running away with the series. So you got to feel, if you're the Elite, you got to win this game number 1 to hopefully slow the Hawks down in this series.
Shot by El Diablo. Just goes high. 60 seconds left to go here in game number 1. Still tied at that 1 spot. Siru beats Test Gravity to the ball. He might have an opportunity. El Diablo lurks around in mid off the back wall. He can't force it home. He's still got the ball. Test Gravity going to harass him from behind. Makes the play. A solid challenge by Siru. Keeps it in the Hawks zone, however. But Zayo able to take it up the half wall. Bounces it off the ceiling down to Test Gravity. He's going to go around the side. El Diablo's going to rotate back. Tries to get the touch. It's going to go over top of him. As we've only got 30 seconds left to go. The Hawks on the attack. Good play by Siru. Bounces down towards Test Gravity. He gets bumped out of the way. They'll bounce around in mid for the moment where Siru will try to collect and go over top of Test Gravity. He does well, but Zayo keeps the ball in. El Diablo out of the corner. 10 seconds left to go. Still 1-all. El Diablo into the corner now. Can't get by Test Gravity. Siru's there. He's got it out in front. He scores. The Elite take a 1-goal lead with 3 seconds left.
And that was huge. Siru taking that boost from Zayo at the midfield and beating Zayo to the ball. Just pops out it right in front. Is able to finish it off with 3 seconds left. The Hawks need to score a kickoff goal to save game number 1. And it's not looking like that. It's going to go all the way down to the Hawks' end. That's going to be killed. And the Elite take game number 1. Wow. What a finish.
It took them all but 4 minutes and 57 seconds to finally find the tie-breaking goal there at the end. A wonderful play by Siru out of the corner, finishing it off himself. And it's an Elite victory here in game 1. And this is what we were talking about. We know the Hawks coming into the series, they are the team that many people expect to win. The Elite, they fly under the radar. They punch the Hawks in the mouth in game 1. Can they do it again?
I mean, their offense was really good, and their bumps were really throwing off the Hawks. The demos and bumps that the Elite were doing. So I wonder if that's kind of getting to their mentality as Zayo. It's kind of getting a little bit upset and quick shot there, but we'll see what the Hawks can do in this game number 2. They were outshot in this game number 1, which is something you don't normally see. So if you're the Hawks, they got off to a bad start, but now they have a chance. I mean, it's game 2. It's a fresh start in game number 2. Only down 1 game, so it is a best of 7. So anything can happen, obviously. Don't count the Hawks out yet. There's a whole series left.
Hey, you talk about the low number of shots on the Hawks side. Test Gravity only 3. He had a goal in the game, but only 3 shots to his name. And some of the games that we watched him play last week, he had double-digit shots at the end of those games. Not a game that he is going to want to continue playing. We'll see if the Hawks make an adjustment. It is, like you said, a best of 7. So game number 2 underway now, and the Hawks find themselves down 1 in the series. But right off the kickoff, the Hawks are going to have the offensive possession as Zayo will play that into the purple corner. Out to Test Gravity off the back of the net there. And the Elite, they stay even here, but still the Hawks looking to attack. Test Gravity is going to get it over top, and that's going to be a goal. That is exactly what the Hawks need early on in this game.
Yeah, I mean, something that I wanted to mention right before this, unfortunately, Test Gravity just does beat that last man to the ball, but something they were doing very well was challenging Test Gravity early, and challenging the Hawks early, not just Test Gravity. They're doing a fantastic job of just making sure that the Hawks had no space, and it's the reason they won game number 1, but now they have to do the same thing in game number 2. As that's going to be up. Diablo Rojo is going to take control. He's going to flick it. Doesn't get the touch that he wants. Zayo's there, but Zero challenging early. Test Gravity able to pop that one high. Diablo Rojo not getting the best touch. This is an open net, but hits the post and punted. The Elite still doing a good job, even if they are giving up these offensive chances.
Great pass, looking for El Diablo just out of his reach as Test Gravity makes the play. He's going to go around the corner. Siru will stop that in its tracks. Zayo popping the ball up. It's going to be El Diablo who gets there first, and now Siru to bump it into the Hawks zone. Test Gravity trying to control. Siru will challenge him there. Still the Hawks up 1-0. 3:35 left to go in game number 2. Zayo goes along the ceiling. He's looking for the touch. Gets underneath. Just hits the post with the shot. Test Gravity gets it by El Diablo, but he doesn't get the shot on goal. Nearly the Hawks had a 2-goal lead, but Zayo just missed it wide.
Just misses. Just missing is kind of the theme in this game number 2 from the Hawks. They've had a couple of good offensive opportunities, but haven't been able to find anything other than one early goal from Test Gravity. The Elite need to find something, and quickly, as Test Gravity gets away from that demo. And the physical plays aren't working out as much as a pass in front. What a pass from Siru and Diablo Rojo, finishing it off. We're all tied at 1.
I love the play here from El Diablo Rojo because he realizes that Test Gravity's got a difficult touch. Opts not to immediately back off in favor of playing defense there. He creeps forward, expecting Siru to win the challenge in the corner. He does, gets the pass out, and El Diablo makes the play. Wonderful play from the Elite there to tie things up with 2:50 left to go. Now this next goal is going to be so very important as Siru getting demoed by Zayo. Will bounce right to El Diablo. He's going to send this high on the back wall. Zayo ends up getting to it. Still, Siru keeps things going. El Diablo is going to rotate back while Test Gravity sends it down the pitch. Out of the purple corner we go. Will bounce in front. No follow-up quite yet, so Siru is going to play it away. And the Hawks, they're taking advantage of these long clears by the Elite. But now El Diablo going to keep possession. Can he get the double touch? He's going to go over top of him. Siru with a shot, a small lob to the tops of the bar there, but Test Gravity easy clear.
And something that the Elite are doing a really good job of is just waiting for Test Gravity to just kind of put it long. The Hawks are kind of giving the ball up for free from their defensive third as Test Gravity gets 50. Zayo doesn't have any boost. This might turn into a goal. It will. Diablo Rojo gonna put in the second one. Just what a counterattack from them.
Yeah, it looked like the Hawks wanted to be extra aggressive here. Test Gravity getting blocked away, and you called it while it was happening. Zayo out of boost, had nothing he could do with that ball, had to touch it and pray. And unfortunately, his prayers were not answered. El Diablo gets his second goal of the game. As Siru looks the pass down just wide. Great demo onto Test Gravity. Only Zayo left in net. One-on-one, Zayo wins. And will send it all the way back down to the Elite zone. Test Gravity there, but Siru makes the block. 90 seconds left to go. El Diablo has to dodge the demo. Siru doesn't get the touch, but this gives El Diablo enough time to recover and get there. Wonderful touch from Siru out of the corner, but it goes right towards Zayo in mid. 1 minute, 20 seconds left to go. El Diablo going to turn Zayo around, but Test Gravity keeps the ball in. Siru's there. Two players of the Elite coming together. That could be dangerous if the Hawks can turn it around. This is going to be towards the net. Siru can't get there. We're tied 2-2, 1:07 to go.
Test Gravity puts in his second one of the game. Just a double commit, and that's unfortunately what happens at twos. Double commit turns into a goal the other way. And now all that momentum that you had after scoring that go-ahead goal is pretty much gone. You're swinging back in the Hawks, but still, they're playing a fantastic game. As a pass into the middle. What a play from the Elite as they're back in the lead.
Say that momentum is gone, and El Diablo says, not quite yet, sir. What a wonderful pass. Right out to Siru, and a beautiful shot as well. So 3-2 on the board. The Elite have 60 seconds left to defend. We try to take a two-game lead here in this best of 7 over top of the Hawks, one of the scariest teams, if not the scariest team in the Premier League. 45 seconds left to go. Siru towards the front. Zayo, solid clear. Test Gravity's up. El Diablo's going to rotate back. Shot towards the cage. High, and El Diablo makes the touch. What a clutch play. He's going to make another one as well. Beautiful defense from El Diablo.
Just a beautiful play. And again, a demo that clears the line, gives the Elite more time. The Test Gravity can't get a touch on that. He's going to get a 50. It's going to go off the post. Test Gravity now has all the control in the world. Zayo trying to go for a demo, but he can't. And now the Hawks are out of position. It's going to get cleared down with 10 seconds left. Zayo has to keep this one in the air. Test Gravity going to put this one long, but that's just a giveaway of the ball. And El Diablo, he's just going to clear this ball long, and Zayo can't keep it up. And the Elite take a 2-0 series lead. And I was calling people who picking the Elite crazy. What is going on in these first 2 games?
Well, talk about defense. Talk about clutch defense at the end of that game there. Not only El Diablo making those touches on the back wall to clear the ball away, but Siru battling through the oncoming attacker, avoiding the demo, making the touch on Test Gravity to deny the shot. And it's a 3-2 victory for the Elite here in game number 2. We're going to be moving into game 3 with the Elite having so much momentum going forward.
Wow. That's really all I can say is wow. This has been an absolute, just amazing showcase from the Elite. how to play excellent defense. I mean, if you're the Hawks, you've been playing really well, obviously, all season and all playoffs, but you've been really relying on one player, and that player is Test Gravity. And right now, he's getting shut down through the first 2 games. And if you're Zayo, you got to start making some plays on the offensive side. I mean, they're doing a good job of getting the ball out, but there's no offensive opportunities for the Hawks. Every ball that they've had, every goal that they've had is just a long clear into the net. And unfortunately, that's not something you can live off of. You got to start making team plays. You got to start relying on your teammate, or else things just might go down the drain for you. It's just really all solo plays.
Well, we are underway with game number 3. The Elite have a 2-game series lead over top of the Hawks. The Hawks scored an early goal in the last one. Weren't able to finish it off. The Elite, a narrow 3-2 victory. They would love to have another score like that, but Test Gravity gets the first shot, the first goal. The Hawks on the board early yet again, only 32 seconds in.
Good job from Test Gravity, realizing that Sierra is not in a great spot to challenge that. Just flips it right over. And you said at the first shot, the first goal for the Hawks of game number 3. And a good start for them, but they did have a good start in game number 2 as well. They couldn't hold on to it, so we'll see what they can do. Here's Diablo Rojo. Take control of that flick. He's going to try to get a 50. Both players from the Hawks go, but Zayo's going to make a clutch save. And the Hawks, again, the Elite coming up with that physical play. Something that's been working all series. A 0 towards the crossbar. Diablo Rojo with another shot. Zayo makes the save. Good defense from the Hawks, keep it at 1-0.
Great read by Zayo as well to make that save. Keeps it 1-0 for the Hawks. The demo is on to Zayo now. El Diablo one-on-one with Test Gravity, trying to get the ground pinch. Not going to happen. Test Gravity makes the play. Siru the follow. He scores. We're tied at 1 with 3:44 to go.
I'm not sure where Zayo went on the... Oh, he got demoed. Right, that's right. And then he just kind of... Unfortunate positioning in the net. And Zero is able to capitalize, and the Elite tie the game. And really, it's just pressuring their defense. They've been challenging Test Gravity, which is exactly what I've been saying for teams to do all season long. I've been preaching it. And look what happens when you challenge them. I mean, they've been controlling the pace of play pretty much the whole series so far.
The Hawks had an opportunity there with both Elite players stuck in the red corner, but they couldn't convert on the transition play. So we stay tied at 1, 3:18 left to go in game 3. The Elite have an opportunity now. Siru tries to stuff it by Zayo, but it just goes wide. El Diablo out of the corner. It's going to pop way up. 3:05 left. It's now Test Gravity trying to harass Siru, but Siru gets the better of him. Test Gravity can't get possession. El Diablo towards Siege. He scores. It's 2-1 now with 2:57 to go. That's El Diablo's first goal of the game.
And just fantastic bumps from Siru. The Elite, they are putting the physical plays to absolute, like, the max and the best. Like, this is the best I've seen the Elite play. I have not seen the Elite play this amazing at all. I mean, the physical play, the pressure that they've had, they've done so well. It is still game 3, so they still have to close out this game and win another game, but doing a fantastic job of Zero. They're trying to 50 Zayo. And, oh, man, just fantastic plays from the Elite right now, as that's going to be flicked up. But Zero will be back in time, and just the defensive presence from Zero. Absolutely amazing in his first 3 games.
Test Gravity with room. Zayo trying to harass El Diablo. He can't make the touch. That's going to be a tied game now, 2-2 with 2:17 to go. You could see El Diablo. He knew he had Zayo lurking, but the side or the backflip, unfortunately, not going to work out in his favor. And Test Gravity scores to tie things up. 2:17 left to go here in game number 3 as El Diablo and Zayo take the kickoff. Siru now gives the ball away to Test Gravity. He takes a shot towards the cage. That'll go in. All of a sudden, the Hawks up by 1.
And, just singing their praises. Just a couple of mistakes backflip in the last goal, and then Zero just giving the ball away for free. That's Gravity getting along clear. He's got his third goal hat trick in game number 3, and now the Elite, with 2 minutes left, have to find a goal to force overtime. Force 2 if they want to win in regulation. We'll see how they can do it in the last 2 minutes. It's the Hawks found life in the last 30 seconds or so.
Well, here's the bounce out towards Siru. El Diablo going to rotate in. This one comes out towards Siru. Test Gravity wins the 50. Zayo might have an opportunity if he can send this towards the net. It's way up high. He's looking for the double touch. It's going to come back down. It should be a clear for Siru, but he gets challenged there by Test Gravity. Bounces high off the wall. Into the corner now. Last 90 seconds. Game number 3. Siru and El Diablo are there. That's a pinch all the way down the field. Test Gravity has to hustle back and play this into his own corner. El Diablo was looking for the challenge, but beautiful play out of the corner by Test Gravity keeps it in the Hawks' possession, at least for the time being. They still have the 1-goal lead, 3-2 with 70 seconds left.
Test Gravity just going to go towards the net again. It's going to hit the crossbar. Another boost, couldn't double tap it, but now the Hawks doing a fantastic job of forcing the Elite to just give away the ball right now. Zayo trying to take control of that. Oh, Diablo Rojo going for the demo. Zero has to get a touch. He doesn't. Doesn't matter. Both players missed. This is going to be an open net. Can Zero get there? Yes, he can. And we're all tied at 3 with 42 seconds left.
And this just seems like an unfortunate play for the Hawks. There's no reason for Test Gravity to go for that shot unless you are absolutely sure you are going to make it or win the challenge. And the Hawks, they just give away a free goal at, nearing the end of the game now, 42 seconds left to go. And the Elite, they have found life here at the end. Can they pull off another win and move to 3-0 in the series? We'll have to find out as the dying moments are upon us. Siru towards the net. He hits the post, rebound, score. Siru gets his third of the game. It's 4-3 in the Elite's favor.
Siru, a shot off the post. Test Gravity doesn't read it, and it bounces straight back into the middle, and Siru finishes it off, and it's 4-3 Elite. What is happening in this series? I don't know. What?
There's still time left for the Hawks. They're certainly not out of the game yet. Test Gravity and Zayo trying to move down the pitch. 13 seconds left to go. El Diablo going to win the challenge on Test Gravity. Wins another one. This one comes out in front. Siru's there, keeps it in the corner. Last 3 seconds left to go. Zayo down in front. El Diablo kills it. The Elite taking 3. Are you kidding me? 3-0 lead for the Elite heading into game 4.
They're on championship point through 3 games. What? I don't even understand. Like, I don't know what to say. This Elite team. I said you were crazy to pick them in the beginning. Now the Hawks have to win 4 straight games to win the series, and the Elite have played fantastic. They have done a fantastic job of just winning these challenges in so many spots. Even when they haven't had, so much boost, they've had little boost or no boost. They've still gone for and won challenges, and that's the exact thing that you need to do to beat the Hawks. And they've done it to a T. They've done that. They've demoed. They've hit their shots. And that's the reason the Elite are winning. Like, there's no luck about it. It's just they're playing better than the Hawks right now. That's just all it is.
Well, they've bested the Hawks in 3 straight games. They only need 1 of the next 4 to be crowned the Premier League championship, and game number 4 is underway. With the Hawks desperate for a game win. They must win this one if they want to keep their hopes alive. It's going to be a tough road as the Elite have a ton of momentum coming in. 3 hard-fought victories. They would love to end the series in 4 games if they could. El Diablo plays this down the sidewall. Test Gravity trying to turn. He will get to the ball. Siru wins the challenge over top of him, but it's going to bounce far enough out. that Zayo will have an opportunity. Test Gravity looking for the demo onto El Diablo, not going to find it. Now Zayo has to rotate back as he lost the ball to El Diablo. Bounces out in front, looks for the touch. Zayo gets there in time to make the clear. Siru will take the boost and start the offensive attack again.
And the Elite, oh, Zayo almost cut out of position there. The Elite doing a good job, not giving up the first goal this time. I mean, they have to come back from it every single time, but this might be the first goal. It will be. Test Gravity just going to win against both players, and 3:37 left in the game. They take their first lead of game number 4.
That they will. Good shot by Test Gravity. And again, the Hawks with an early lead in the game. We've seen them have this lead in the past 2 games. Didn't work in their favor. They need to change their fortunes here. Cannot let the Elite battle back. Again, we talked about how the Elite are such a scrappy team. You let them stay in games, they will find a way to win. Siru nearly got the dunk for the goal there, but it did go just wide. Test Gravity plays it out of the corner. It's going to fall down towards El Diablo. He gets it over top of him. Zayo towards the enemy net. This will bounce out in front. Test Gravity's there. He'll score. It's 2-0 for the Hawks. 3:10 left to go.
And Zayo just a good job of putting that down into the Elite end, and Test Gravity reading it well. And they take a 2-0 lead, and a good job to score that second goal. They haven't done that yet in the 2 games that they've scored the first goal. They haven't countered up and scored the next one after that. That's always been the Elite coming back, because that might be a third one. No. Test Gravity expecting Diablo Rojo to hit that. But it doesn't matter. The Elite still have 3 minutes left, so there's a lot of time for them to come back into this game. As Diablo Rojo wins a challenge with Zayo, able to cover up for Test Gravity. Good job for him. It's a pass in the midfield. That's going to be a perfect shot. What a play from the Elite to get back into this one.
Just gets it around the defender. Did El Diablo. Perfectly placed to get it over top of Zayo as well. And it's 2-1 now in favor of the Hawks. 2:47 left to go. You're right. The Hawks had not followed up that first goal lead in the 2 earlier games that we watched them score the early goal. They did so this time, but now they find themselves up by 1 as the Elite answer back with a goal of their own. We'll see if that goal's all that the Hawks needed to take the victory here in this game. Siru goes by Zayo. Test Gravity's there. It's going to pop up. El Diablo not in a great spot. He's going to opt to go for a boost. Probably the smart play there instead of trying to force something in the Hawks zone now, as Zayo is going to get the save cleared away right to Test Gravity, who touches it down into the Elite zone. Siru will collect, and now he's got El Diablo across the pitch. Both players up for it. This is going to turn into a Hawks goal almost for sure. Test Gravity turns it home. The double commit from the Elite going to hurt.
And again, double commits hurting again on the Elite side. Hurt them earlier in the series. It hurts them here as the Hawks go up by 2 again, but with 2 minutes left. There still is a strong shot. They've done it before. Wonder if they can do it again. As Diablo Rojo is just going to take a 50 off that. Test Gravity's going to try to put that one in. What a save from Siru. Able to get back in time. And with minute 45 left, the Elite have to score a goal soon. They can come back into this one, and Zayo's just going to clear that one out. And the Hawks, a good job of that physical play to win that back. What challenges win again? But the Elite, that's going to go towards net. Good save from Test Gravity. And Zayo's going to put that one towards net. Will Zayo put it his first in the series? No! A save from Siru keeps the Elite in this one.
Minute 24 left to go. Zayo pops it way up high. Siru will get the touch back down. Zayo again to keep the ball in the purple half. Off the back wall goes Siru. Chases Test Gravity back. Pops up. And is cleared away. Now El Diablo, he'll give the ball away to Zayo. They've only got to defend for the next 60 seconds, but Siru wins the challenge. Into the red corner. Tried to get the double touch. Couldn't quite do it. El Diablo gets demoed on the backside. And this is going to be it for the Elite pressure as Test Gravity plays it back into the purple zone. Will fall down. Siru takes it away from El Diablo right into Test Gravity, who shoots and he scores. Giveaway in the defensive zone, and the Hawks take advantage 4-1.
Yeah, Test Gravity really takes advantage, being that offensive player that he is. A good shot from him and a finish, and it's 4-1, and that almost finishes off game number 4. Almost. There still is a little bit of time, but to the Elite, and they do get another goal, the Hawks do get another goal, which is possible, but Sierra's going to win that challenge. You want to look forward to the next game. I mean, I wanted to say at the beginning of this one, you didn't want to get complacent and start making mistakes if you're on the Elite, and unfortunately they did in this one, kind of giving the Hawks a game, but there still is quite a window. The Hawks have to win 3 more to win the championship. Well, the Elite only have to win 1 more, but still is the fact that the Elite have to close out the last part of the series, close out the Hawks, which is extremely hard to do, and no one has beaten this roster, I think, other than the Express. I'm not 100% sure, but the Hawks win game number 4, make it 3 games to 1. The Hawks are right back in this one.
That they are. 4 goals for Test Gravity, an assist for Zayo. And the Elite, they could not take game number 4, but they still have a 3-1 lead heading into game 5. And a good start on the comeback for the Hawks. And, you know, we talked about it before this game. They cannot lose another game in this series if they want to take the championship. The Hawks have swept many teams in the past, but, you know, winning 4 games in a row can be a very difficult task, especially against a team like the Elite, who are going to play you so very close that one mistake in either direction swings the game.
Yeah. If you're the Elite, you just got to focus on doing what you did well for the first 3 games, which is challenge well and make sure the communications are clear. Don't double commit as much in that game, just like you did in that game. But will we see the Elite hoist the trophy? No metaphorical trophy in this one, or will the Hawks force game number 6? Just Gravity takes a shot towards net, save away, but the Elite wanting to end this 1 in 5 so that they don't have to deal with the momentum from the Hawks going into game number 6.
Well, there's still 4:35 in the in game number 4 here. I'm sorry, in game 5, as Siru almost stuffs that one home. El Diablo tries to play it back, but it will be Test Gravity to send it to the mid wall. It's got Zayo in support across the pitch, looks for the pass. Siru's going to cut that off. Test Gravity, however, keeps things going in the purple half. Gets by El Diablo, pass out in front. He hits the crossbar with the shot. Zayo, just a bit snake bit here in this series, Battaglia. Siru takes a shot. Test Gravity makes the save.
Yeah, Zayo has not scored a goal all series. And, I mean, sure, it's Test Gravity, you know, you have that offensive player as he's going to dribble around Zero, get the first goal of game number 5. The Hawks off and running.
And again, it's the solo plays by Test Gravity. He cuts that ball so well. Siru, no chance to get over to make the save. So it's a 1-0 lead for the Hawks. 3:57 left to go. And again, the Hawks with that early lead. El Diablo looking for a dribble play of his own. It's going to bounce out of the corner. Siru's there looking for the shot on goal. Test Gravity's back in time. The Hawks had to score a second goal early to take the victory there in game number 4. We'll see if that is the case here, if they can do that again. Really put the Elite down here in game 5. It's going to be El Diablo up the wall. Ceiling touch right down towards Zayo. He'll play this high off the back wall. Siru's going to take the boost and run, but he does end up with the ball. Test Gravity there late to challenge. Zayo does make the save. Siru out of the corner looking for El Diablo. It's just a bit too far. But the Elite, they found that they have quite a lot of space on the pitch. It seems like the Hawks are content with giving them that space, you know, at will.
Yeah, they seem to just be taking these long clears because the Elite, what they're doing right now is just kind of booming the ball away because they feel like they're going to have pressure on them. They're not expecting the Hawks to not challenge them. And right now it's the Hawks' best friend as they're just getting the ball for free. As Test Gravity gets that one for free. He's going to try to carry that one through the air. What a shot! Good save there from Diablo Rojo with Zayo. Last line of defense. It's a little scary, but it does clear it away. The Hawks still have that lead. It's going to go in the midfield, but something that the Elite haven't done in the last game or so is Zayo's going to have to make another tough save. is those physical plays that they had in the first 3 games have really just disappeared in this last game and a half, and that was really their catalyst in the first 3 games, just the physical play, getting them out of position, and they've been doing the Hawks have been doing a fantastic job of getting out of the way. And Test Gravity has another chance for a shot. He's gonna hit the post, and it stays 1-0.
And it does. Zayo out of the corner. Gets the touch by El Diablo. Siru is going to take his time, collect the ball, look for the flick to get out of the zone. Test Gravity will challenge him there, but El Diablo in support. Another 50 win from Test Gravity keeps things on the purple half. Pass over to Siru, but Test Gravity's there once more to keep it in. El Diablo goes up, makes the play. Siru gets demoed on the Hawk side of the pitch. The Zayo bumps this one down. Siru's up for it, but Zayo gets the better of him. El Diablo has to make the touch to keep that out of the hands of Test Gravity, but it's still in the corner. Test Gravity trying to play this out in front. It's going to pop way up high. Siru towards the red net. Zayo will collect, play it off his own back wall as we approach the final 60 seconds in regulation time. A 1-0 lead for the Hawks. Can they keep it? They would love to extend it, certainly, but they've kept the lead off the board thus far. Can they close it out?
Double commit from the Elite, but what a challenge win from Siru. Just a perfect challenge. Unfortunately, it didn't go in the net for them as Zayo played that one in his corner. Another double commit from the Elite. They're starting to get a little panicky. Test Gravity just going to back off. He doesn't have any boost. Not a great touch from him. Where's Siru? He is there. He's going to bait his man. And with 25 seconds left, the Elite tie the game.
You know, you said, where's Siru? And I thought the exact same thing. It seemed like he was so far away from this touch, but Zayo doesn't get there in time. He thinks he has more time than he does, and Siru beats him over the top. It's 1-1 with 25 seconds left to go. And Siru and Zayo take the kickoff. One more goal from the Elite could end the series where we stand. With 15 seconds left to go, the Hawks are looking for a goal just to survive in this series, to live and play another game. This is going to be El Diablo out of the corner, bounces around in front. Test Gravity's there to clear it away. 3 seconds left to go. Out of the corner now. Here's Zayo. He's passing it down to Test Gravity. They'll play it into the Elite corner. That'll bounce, hit the turf. We're in overtime here in Game 5.
If the Elite score first, they have won the Premier League. That's something crazy. I don't think I have to say that. 0.
Oh, no.
A miss. That's going to leave Diablo Rojo. What a save. Test Gravity lethal in those situations, but not able to finish it this time. Diablo Rojo. Good touch. And another win. And gets demoed for his efforts, but Siru going to win that challenge against Zayo. This might just go in now. Test Gravity will be able to get it back in time. The Hawks staying alive right now is Test Gravity. Trying to get a touch again, but the Elite doing a good job of just winning these challenges again, which is exactly what they did in the first three games. Let's see what they can do in this overtime. Again, is Siru gonna put that one in the midfield? Diablo Rojo high, but nothing doing.
50 seconds left to go. Siru takes that away from El Diablo. This could turn into an attempt for the Hawks. It's out in front. He scores. A misplay in midfield by the Elite, and we're going to a Game 6.
Siru, I'm not sure what your thought process was there. That is a costly you can't lose that one. You can't, especially on a play like that. That's bad. But you still have a game leeway. We're going into Game 6 in the Hawks having the momentum in this one. I mean, it got a little scary. It really did. That 25-second goal really felt like the Elite had all the pressure and the momentum, but the Hawks stay alive for game number 6, and they now have to win to force game number 7, and they're on the verge of reverse sweeping the Elite.
2 more games left for the Hawks. If they can win 2 more in a row, they will be crowned the champions. The Elite nearly took this game. They came ever so close, scoring in that last 25 seconds to tie things up. But now they're face down with a Game 6. 5 minutes on the clock. Scoreboard set at 0-0. Who's going to take it? Will it be the Elite and win the series? Or will the Hawks send us to another Game 7 this evening?
Wouldn't we all love a Game 7? I feel like that would be That would be something we'd enjoy the casting with. The players, not so much. That'd be too stressful for them.
I'm not sure Tai would be too happy with a Game 7 in this situation either, although I think Sleeky would love one. But 4:45, Game 6. Test gravity to Zayo, pops up. Double commit by the Elite, but they make the save. A couple of communication problems have plagued the Elite throughout the night, specifically that last goal that sent us to game number 6. Have to try to sort that out. Test gravity getting demoed in mid, and that ended up being a very, very important demo. Siru couldn't get the touch off the back wall. The Hawks have played just about this full minute of game number 6 in the red zone, but it's not going to turn into much. It's going to turn into a goal for the Elite, in fact. 1-0, 4:10 left.
Zayo going for something off the back wall. I'm really unsure of what he was doing there. He was way out of position. Zero going to win that challenge and put it all the way down in the Hawks net, and now they've scored their first goal in game number 6. And that's exactly what you need after, he did make that mistake to give up game number 5. Now, you reset, you get an early goal here. As Zayo's going to clear that one long. That might be it. It is. And Zayo scores his first goal of the series. It only took him 6 games.
Yep, Zayo, the long bomb to score. Looked like Test Gravity almost gave up an opportunity to the Elite when he opted to go for boost instead of trying to play the ball away. I was a bit skeptical of his intentions on that play, but it worked out for the better as the Hawks, they tie things up with just under 4 minutes left to go. And now they must score at least one more goal in the game to send us to a game 7. This is going to be Test Gravity to play it into the Elite zone over top of Siru, bounces off the back wall. El Diablo out in front. Zayo pops it up. Siru gets there in time before it can hit off that crossbar and back out. As it does come to El Diablo, he's got a one-on-one with Zayo. Dribbles, flicks, save made by Zayo right on the post.
Yeah, not the best of flicks from El Diablo, but it's still 1-1 as Test Gravity is gonna, what a save from Diablo Rojo. Again, as I said in that last game, he's lethal from those positions. And Zayo trying to put it on off the back wall. Oh, what a bad touch from Diablo Rojo. That was gonna go in. Zayo's gonna score his second of the game and of the series, and it's 2-1 Hawks.
And they couldn't come at better times. You said it, an unfortunate pinch from El Diablo right off the post. And again, the Elite getting caught in these double commit patterns. Multiple times in this game specifically have they double commit for a couple of saves. Unfortunately, it bit them this time. They end up down a goal with 3 minutes left to go. They'll have to play from behind yet again. Something they had to do quite a lot in the last 2 games. They weren't able to win either of those, and time is starting to run out. The Elite had the 3-0 lead. It's now down to a 3-2. You lose this, and there's only 1 game left to decide the champion. It's nice to have that buffer, but you got to do something with it as this comes off the post right towards Test Gravity. Zayo back down. Test Gravity's there. He scores. The Elite late to the ball. It's 3-1 for the Hawks.
And, the Hawks were late to the ball for the first 3 games, but the Elite have been late to the ball in the last 3, including this one. And Test Gravity able to get a free shot at the top of the box. Both Elite just sitting in net, waiting for that ball to come to them. And Test Gravity says thank you very much, and he makes it a 2-goal lead with just under half the game left. And if you're in the Elite, you got to start sweating a little bit, as that's a mistake. And Zayo is going to pop it up for Test Gravity. That's going to be another one, a 3-goal lead for the Hawks. What is happening to the Elite?
Yeah, a 4-1 game now, 2:13 left to go. Solid bounce pass from Zayo to Test Gravity. Things starting to fall apart in the Elite camp. They're not out of this game, but if they do drop it, we go to a game 7, and they've got to certainly refocus. With 2:05 left to go, they need 3. Good play off the back wall from Test Gravity. El Diablo pops it over top of Zayo. Out of the corner, this comes out in front, just off the post. Siru collects, he's got El Diablo in position on the left side, but gets demoed there. It's El Diablo and Zayo meet. This one flies all the way to the other side of the pitch. Siru towards the cage. It's going to be Zayo to deflect it away. El Diablo back across the box this time now as Zayo collects and sends it back. Siru rotates all the way around. He'll collect and play it on. Minute 30 left to go. Tries to get the pinch by Test Gravity, but a wonderful reaction there from the Hawks player. Will keep it in the zone, and this might be another goal. Yes, it will. 5-1 for the Hawks. It's looking like a Game 7.
It look like we're going to Game 7. This is, it's a little scary for the Elite. Zayo getting his hat trick in this one. Good shot from him, but if you're on this side of the Elite, you gotta refocus, as you said, going into game number 7. You can't, I mean, this game happened, sure, but in the last, 3 games have happened. You could have won in game number 5. You could have won in game number 6. You could have won in game number 4. But now you're going on to game 7. And I'm sure, as you said at the beginning of this one, Tai, probably not pleased that we're going to game 7 in this situation, but they need to refocus and get their bearings out of them for game number 7.
Most certainly. 45 seconds left. This will fall down. Test Gravity on the clear. But regardless, a Game 6 victory for the Hawks. And now the Elite. They have to battle back in Game 7 or face the reverse sweep of the Hawks. It is 5-1 as the seconds tick away. The Hawks, what a comeback. Down 3-0. They managed to knot things up, and we're going to go to a Game 7. I could not be more excited to see how this one ends. We saw 7 games in the Champ League Series. We see 7 games yet again. The Hawks taking Game 6. Let's go. Game 7 on the way.
We're shipping off to Game 7 between the Hawks and the Elite, and a reverse sweep situation here as the Elite, they could have closed out this game, as I said earlier in the game, but the Hawks, a fantastic job of turning things on their head. They've done an amazing job of just putting the Elite into really uncomfortable spots and just winning these challenges, winning these battles that they've had, and playing their offensive situations to the best of their abilities. There's been a lot of double commits on the side of the Elite, so they have to clean that up for game number 7. Hopefully, they can focus up and realize that, this game takes it all. This is a winner-take-all Game 7 for the winner of the Premier League. I couldn't be more excited.
Neither could I. The time is slowly ticking down to kickoff. The Elite taking all the time in the warm-ups here. I think that's important to note. Siru not readying up in the lobby. I think they're just relaxing, refocusing, talking about what they can change heading into Game 7. Because right now, we talked about how much momentum the Elite had going into Game 4. All of that momentum is now behind the Hawks.
It is. But now, if you're on this side of the Elite, as you said, you got to refocus. And, again, Game 7, winner take all. Let's see who takes it.
Well, we are underway with game number 7. Thank you all so much for being with us all throughout the night. The last and final game of the season here in the MLE has begun. I cannot wait to see who comes out on top. The Elite and the Hawks battle it out. This one comes out in front. El Diablo's going to have a shot. They'll put that a bit high. Test Gravity along the back wall makes the clear. 30 seconds in. Test Gravity over top of Siru. Can he get this on net? No, it's just a bit wide. And the Elite, they stave off the Hawks' first attempt. Just in the nick of time, that ball missing a bit wide. So we've played just about 40 seconds here in game number 7. No score.
No score, but a good play here as a pass down. Stay on a tough spot. Zero has to get a touch over him. Gets it under, but Test Gravity able to cover up. Diablo Rojo not able to get a touch. Test Gravity's going to carry this one. Trying to get a good save. And now Diablo Rojo not having a whole lot of boost. Wins that 50 anyways. Zero can't win that one. This might just roll in. No, to roll wide. And the Elite again get away with A little bit overcommitted. Diablo Rojo. He's going to put this one to his net. An own goal from Test Gravity. And the Elite grab the first goal of game number 7.
That they do. Zayo gets beat by El Diablo on this challenge. That ball's wide. Test Gravity puts that in his own net.
That's an own goal.
And that's a 1-0 lead now for the Elite. 3:36 left to go. And a mistake from the Hawks put them down early, but Test Gravity's looking to atone for the mistake. He scores. We're tied at 1 minute and a half in.
And just as quickly as he makes that mistake, he makes up for it. A really good shot here from the circle of the goalie's box, and we're all tied at 1. As you know, it couldn't have it any other way. I mean, these teams didn't want to have a lead. No, we want to see overtime. Maybe I want to see overtime. This would be crazy.
Well, there's still 3:15 left to go in regulation time, but maybe we will see that overtime. But there's still a lot of Rocket League left to play. Both teams are tied up at 1. Nobody wants to make that first mistake and give up a goal. Put the other team ahead in a crucial game 7. Great play by Test Gravity. El Diablo trying to get the challenge. It's going to chase Siru all the way back. El Diablo getting demoed by Zayo. Siru dodges the demo, and El Diablo spawns in front of him. Now, demo onto Test Gravity. Siru has El Diablo to his left. Looks for the pass. Up to Diablo. Shot. Saved away off the respawn by Test Gravity. Great positioning there.
Great positioning, but the Elite winning challenges Zayo were able to recover. He went off the post in net. That was going to be very tough for him, but he's able to recover in time. And stay up the field. The Siru able to get a touch in the midfield. And it seems like the Elite, knocking on wood, have cleaned up those double commits that they've had early on in the series. Zayo in a tough spot, but a good save from him. Diablo Rojo with another shot towards net. Another shot. Test Gravity can't save it. And with 2 minutes left, the Elite have grabbed another 1-goal lead.
And this is the second goal of the game that Test Gravity has seen go in off his car. That one was definitely headed for the back of the net. The Test Gravity tried his best to make the play, but regardless, El Diablo gets his second goal of the game, and it is 2-1 with 2:05 left to go. The Elite, they take back their 1-goal lead. Can they hold it this time? We are just going to have to find out. Zayo creeping around in the Elite corner will keep it in the zone. This one's going to bounce down. Test Gravity's here. What a save by El Diablo on the goal line. Keeps it a 2-1 game for the Elite. And now Siru back the other way off the ceiling. Can't get it by Zayo. What a play by El Diablo to keep a 1-goal lead in favor of the Elite.
I'm in a state of shock of how he saved that. I don't know how he did. That was ridiculous. As this shot's going to go towards net 2. Able to clear that one away. The Elite in game 7 finding ways to get through this series. This has been a ridiculous series for both teams. I want to see the end with not 90 seconds. What am I saying? 70 seconds left. The Elite are up by 1.
The ball comes around the corner, pops out for Zayo. He's looking for Test Gravity down the pitch. It's going to bounce. Zayo almost got the follow-up touch. El Diablo to Siru, bombs it down the pitch. 55 seconds left to go. Test Gravity gets there in time, but El Diablo keeps it in. He's looking for the pass to Siru. Siru's there, he shoots, he scores! The Elite up by 2 with 48 to go.
Test Gravity just kind of pops it out weakly. Diablo Rojo gonna put it in the midfield. Zayo, a terrible rotation. He went off that post, and he gave the goal away for free, and now the Elite a 2-goal lead with 48 seconds left in game 7. What? This is crazy.
40 seconds left. Test Gravity looking to turn this in. This will be the start. He hit the post with the shot. He needed that goal and he couldn't find it. Zayo tries to keep things alive, but that could be the dagger for the Hawks. Siru gets over top of Test Gravity, but he's not going to be able to score. 23 seconds left to go. Siru will score. He gets his second of the game, and it's 4-1 for the Elite.
Where was Zayo on this? Test Gravity doing the best he can. And, where were you when the Elite I mean, there's three up with 20 seconds left in Game 7 after the Hawks coming back from almost being swept in this series. And this is it, the final 10-second sale. We'll put this one in with 6 seconds left. They still have a chance, but it's going to be so tough.
At 6 seconds, you'd almost have to pray for a kickoff goal if you're the Hawks. Hopefully somebody getting a little bit too nervous, gripping the controller a little bit too tight for the Elite. Missed the kickoff. It's going to be Zayo and El Diablo. That one goes into the corner. 3 seconds left. That's it. The game is over. The Elite have done it. They have beaten the Hawks in 7 games. They dodged the reverse sweep. But what a game. GG's all around. What a great series to cap the season off. Well played to the Elite, and their perfect grand final streak stays alive.
Woo! What a series. Now, Tata's going to be partying all night with that series win. But holy cow. I mean, the Hawks coming back from 3 games down, but the Elite making sure to focus up and do what they needed to do. And they did just that. They took this game. They took this series. I'm at a loss for words. How the Elite won. They won the Premier League. What is going on?
And you have to imagine that it's a heartbreaking loss for the Hawks as well. They were poised to come in here, do great things, and they most certainly did. Making the grand finals is no easy task in and of itself. So well played for the Hawks just to get here, but unfortunately couldn't overcome the Elite, who got out to a 3-game lead in the series. You have to remember this. The Elite were up 3-0 at the end of Game 3. The Hawks came back and they forced a Game 7. Couldn't take it in that Game 7, but well played to them, not getting swept and forcing the series to go the distance.
Oh, definitely. I mean, great mental fortitude. Unfortunately, they couldn't pull it out. And just a fantastic series and a fantastic season, as that's going to wrap it up. That's going to wrap up the season for us. I mean, what a way to end it all.
That it will wrap up the season for us. But before we go, of course, I want to give a huge thank you to our sponsors throughout the season. Balls with Garana for the play of the week. They have been wonderful to us all throughout, giving players cases of balls every week for that play of the week. And of course, Power A, their wonderful giveaways these past couple of days. Congratulations again to those who won the controllers. They have also been a wonderful sponsor for us, and of course Humble Bundle as well. Please, if you're new to the MLE or you want to know anything about our sponsors, visit our website, mlesports.gg. You can get signed up to play in these leagues next season. It's just around the corner. Don't know the exact start date, but we will have information very, very shortly about that. So make sure you visit our website if you want to get involved. Again, it's mlesports.gg. I want to give a huge thank you to our production team throughout the season. So many wonderful casters, producers, and streamers. Everybody has done a wonderful job here, and I thank them so very much. Vitali, thank you very much for casting with me this evening, and of course Rio as well on the broadcast. But that is going to do it for us. Make sure you stick around. We have a ending credits video that we want to end the season on. Please say thank you to everybody who has been involved in the MLE this season. And I thank you so very much for watching. I cannot wait to see you next season.